Previously on Neo Scavenger Extended Edition, Episode 2, Recap.
When I came back to exam room 17, the place was dead. Cold air, broken wires, dust thick enough to choke on. But something about those walls felt like a second chance. A place I could actually rebuild. Problem was, I didn't have what I needed. So I headed to Zomzom's trading post, bartered what little I had, and scraped together the parts, wiring, scrap metal, fuses, tarp, electronic boards and components, soldering tools, materials, and a battery. Everything the old instructions said I'd need to bring the HVAC, lights, and power back to life. Back at the room, I got to work. Fixed the heater first. When it roared to life, the warmth hit harder than any campfire. Then the lights, flickering, buzzing, until they finally steadied. Power surged through the walls again. For the first time since I woke up from cryo, I had electricity. Heat. A place that felt alive. For a moment, it almost felt safe. But in this world, light's a beacon, and something out there always sees it. I gathered what supplies I thought I needed to head back out into the wastelands. I was starting to get cabin fever since waking up in this hellhole of a world. I heard rumors about a settlement up north from here. I thought, why not go check it out? What's the worst thing that could happen, right?
He chuckles with anticipation.
The forest here has eyes. More than a few times now, you could swear you've seen something in the periphery. You never do catch it, but it's there. Whatever. This thing can go stuff itself. You're going in. Plodding onward, all seems still again. You begin to wonder if what you saw was your mind playing tricks on you. Or maybe you passed into and then out of a creature's territory? Your thoughts are interrupted when you notice something a ways off to your side. It's humanoid in shape and wearing clothes, but it also has a face as white as plaster, with raccoon-like blackness where its eyes should be. It's staring right at you, and it makes your neck chill. Trying not to tip the scales toward hostilities, you call out to it. In return, it raises a hand, palm towards you. Several more appear simultaneously in a wide circle around you, seemingly from nowhere.
"Stranger,"
says the first.
"you have entered protected lands. What are your intentions?"
I don't mean any harm.
You say? The figure speaks again.
"We will take you to speak to one of our elders. You must wear this."
It holds out a blindfold and restraints.
Okay.
You say, and await further instructions. One of them fixes the blindfold over your eyes. Meanwhile, your hands are bound behind your back. Despite the restraints, the whole process proceeds without any unnecessary force. You seem to be handled with both caution and respect. You're turned in place and led forward through the forest. Minutes of silent traveling later, you begin to hear sounds. Not forest sounds, but people sounds. Tools are being worked on. A crack from a fire. Voices startle you from your strained listening. Your captors are talking, but not in English. Not in anything you recognize. One of them calls out, and a distant voice responds. It sounds like you're entering a camp of some kind. You smell wood burning. Your arrival causes a stir, and you stop moving for a moment. More talking. You're turned in place a bit, and then taken away from the heat of the flame for a while. Finally, your journey stops. Your bindings and blindfold are removed. As the blurriness clears, you see that you're in a village. Dome-like buildings surround a great fire, with equal parts animal hide and repurposed junk for walls and shelter. Around the village, a mix of regular folk and chalk-faced warriors go about their business. Many are more than casually interested in your arrival. You're taken to a meeting area near the great fire. In front of you, a portly, middle-aged woman stands by one of the warriors. Her jacket is the color of a sunset, against which is silhouetted a majestic crane.
"Hey man,"
She says.
"pretty crazy gig we got here, right?"
She looks around, as if arriving here with you for the first time.
"Oh,
She reaches a hand forward.
Michelle, I usually get roped into talking to foreigners. Sorta comes with the badge."
She points her thumb at the crane.
"Aji Jack Dudum. Come on,
She turns toward the village.
let's walk.
A small entourage in tow, you walk idly towards the fire.
I gotta ask.
Michelle begins.
You know a Philip?"
She's being careful not to telegraph too much, but you can tell this is the big thing on her mind.
My name's Philip Kindred.
You reply.
Does that count?
I knew it.
She pumps her fist like she just won a bet.
Old Ghostface McStabberson back here. Had you figured for a grave robber?
So wait,
You interrupt.
you know me?
Yeah.
She exclaims.
Well, no, not personally. Here.
She steers you toward a hut. Warm light spills from within, and she draws back a flap to reveal a mixture of handmade and recycled furnishings. Michelle reaches over a cluttered desk and pulls a frame down from amidst dried roots, photos, and other mementos on the wall. She hands the frame to you. You hold the frame up, examining the yellowed photograph. It appears to be a newspaper clipping, done in that old small-town print where the colors don't line up. It's you, or at least someone who looks just like you.
You've been here before.
She says, looking over your shoulder.
And check out the talisman.
You look incredulously at her a moment, then closer at the photo. Sure enough, you're wearing the talisman. The photo's caption reads,
Local website editor rekindles interest in native history.
You flip the frame over, looking for more, but there is only one thing scrawled on the back.
September 2019.
My turn.
She says.
Where have you been hiding since this?
She holds up the photo.
And more importantly, how come you don't look any older?
Ever heard of Gaiji's cryo facility?
Might as well cut to the chase.
I guess Thea explains a few things.
She ponders.
Unfortunately.
You continue.
I can't tell you much more than that. I can't remember anything before coming out of cryo. It's like the hibernation wiped my memory.
She still looks deep in thought.
So,
You're trying to process this.
how did I end up in this photo?
Man, your brain was really fried, huh? This was like your thing back then.
What's that? What thing?
Well,
She begins.
it's like the caption says. You used to run a website.
A website?
You're not sure whether to be relieved or disappointed.
Yeah, and like I said, you were into it.
She starts digging through some papers.
It was like a huge collection of unexplained happenings, creature sightings, hauntings, mass extinctions, like, real conspiracy nut stuff.
Whatever she's seeking wasn't in the first pile. She moves to another.
Except,
She adds,
you treated it pretty scientifically, like cross-referenced and fact-checked and stuff. Here we go.
she pulls a 3-ring binder from under some papers.
Not the whole thing, mind you.
She laughs.
Thing would take up this room if we printed all that out.
She hands it to you.
This is the entry you had on our tribe's histories.
You flip the cover open and find it filled with musty, yellowed paper. The print is in good shape, though.
Prophecy of the Seven Fires.
Reads the first page. Skimming over it, the text refers to the world mythology of the Anishinaabe people, the keepers of the fires, Ojibwe, Odawa, and Potawatomi tribes. It's an article, like an academic research paper. Citations litter the bottom, referencing long-forgotten websites and publications. And up in the left corner, a logo.
The New Earth Ostracon.
The other pages are similar, talking about topics relevant to the Anishinaabe people. Things like Turtle-Shaped Island, Nanabojo, and the Dudum system of clans.
And,
She interrupts.
you were really keen on tracking propagation. Like you had this whole section connecting dots between similar instances, timelines, even correlating rumors to occurrences. My father, though,
She says.
he was just thrilled that our oral tradition was being shared again, and with everyone in the world. That was a pretty big deal to him.
Did I write all this?
You ask. This is a lifetime's work. This.
Nah, I think you were just the curator. A lot of this was written by readers. To hear my father tell it, you were big into the way these ideas evolved. Had some crazy theory about how they were all connected.
You turn to look at her, expectantly.
That's when you said you started to run into trouble. You were a welcome visitor here, of course, but you came here for help.
Oh, maybe we're getting somewhere.
Help with a talisman to protect you from a spirit.
Did you say spirit?
She holds up her palms.
Hey man, your words, not mine. My father said you were talking about something hunting you.
For what? What'd I do?
Don't ask me. I don't even know if you told my father.
Well then, what was the spirit?
Oh man, my father probably could have told you. You had some pretty specific instructions, and not all of them were, germane to us, if you get my drift.
Germaine? What do you mean? Like foreign?
Yeah, this thing you were running from. It wasn't ripped from the pages of our history, if you know what I mean. We've never seen or heard of it. Still,
She concedes.
some spirits are like that. Not everyone sees them the same.
Can you help me get rid of it?
Worth a shot, right?
Me? Probably not.
She concedes. Your hopes take a dive.
I'm not even sure the people could do it.
You mean the Anishinaabe?
Yeah, sorry.
She chuckles.
That's just our word for people. Anishinaabe, actually, for plural. Anyway,
She hurries to add,
this is a spirit from someplace else.
How long ago was this taken? What year is it now?
Michelle looks over the features of your face a moment.
Yeah, I figured you might ask something like that. You hardly look a day older.
She turns the frame back over.
You see that guy? That guy there?
She indicates a young man, maybe in his 20s or 30s.
That was my dad.
She says.
He's had time to raise me, grow old, and pass on since then.
She's probably in her 40s, if you had to guess. What's that make it? 50 years ago-ish? Sensing your confusion, she lets out a...
PSH, yeah, wild, huh?
So what now? Suppose I want to get rid of this thing chasing me. 'Cause you know I do. What next?
Well,
She ponders.
somehow you got its attention, right? I mean, something made you seek us out when you did, and not before.
You're thinking whatever that was might be a clue?
Totally.
She thinks a minute more.
You did come to us after your work on that website, the New Earth Ostracon thing.
So spirits don't like the internet?
She chuckles.
Think about it a sec. You had to knock on a fair number of doors to get that info, right? Probably disturbed more than one spirit digging up that data.
So,
You muse sarcastically.
we've narrowed it down to any paranormal occurrence listed on a website, trying to list every single one in history?
She laughs.
Yeah, now you're getting it.
You shake your head.
Seriously though,
She holds up a binder.
We printed off a section. And this place ain't exactly high-tech, you know? I'm thinking there's gotta be a more complete copy out there somewhere.
you mean like the cyber cafe down the block?
Geez, man, stop being such a downer.
Sorry.
You say more calmly.
Optimism's a lot of work these days.
So is being mopey all the time. It's out there.
She says.
Has to be. I mean, this data was on everyone's computer at one point, right? At least everyone who contributed to it.
That's true.
It can't be wiped out from everywhere.
She reasons.
And if it is,
Then you're screwed, Philip.
That brings a smile to your face.
well, at least we agree on that.
Come on.
She says.
Let's show you around.
She starts heading towards the Great Fire. You're standing in the Anishinaabe Tribal Nations gathering area by the Great Fire. Around you, you see an area where people are sharing a meal together. Just behind this area, you see a small hut with prices set on a chalkboard and a trader of goods just outside the hut. Further away, you see a cluster of huts near a sweat lodge where Joe, the Nukamidawinini, tends to the sick and wounded. You approach the long table and find an open place on the bench. The food here is plentiful and appears to be a mix of roasted and dried meats, roasted corn or maize, baked squash, and beans. There is also an assortment of berries and other fruit. Overall, the meal is hearty, with diverse flavors of savory and sweet. It fills your stomach, briefly allowing your mind to wander from minute-to-minute survival. The feeling here is one of sharing and respect. Visitors to the table are asked to pay respects to the animals that gave their meat, the three sisters for their fruits, and all creation. In the distance, you see fields of crops, but also semi-trailers, sheets of tarp over frames, and other repurposed grow-ops for their food. You begin to understand the real sense of urgency that perimeter patrols must feel in watching over this place. The fine line they walk in, keeping rubble scum out, but allowing peaceful travelers passage. You head towards a cluster of tents near the edge of camp, by the forest. Patients reside here, helping to tend the area. many of whom are in rehabilitation from drug addiction or other conditions. Warriors are more visible here, keeping the peace in an area where frustration and desperation can overcome the healing. Ahead is an oblong dome hut from which steam emanates into the cool air. A man adorned in bear symbology seems to be preparing the hut. This is Joe, Midawanini of the Nuke Dudum. Members of the Nuke Dudum, under the supervision of Joe, have learned how to treat wounds and stop bleeding. Cuts are irrigated with clean water and treated with an herbal antiseptic if necessary. Fractured bones are set and splinted. Much of the pain still lingers, and it'll take time for your body to mend. But at least your wounds are stabilized. The trading post seems to be a place where travelers resupply and offload items that may be of use to the Anishinaabe. The goods inside the hut seem to be mostly food and items sold in bulk. It looks more like a storage area than a general store. The trader outside the hut offers a variety of goods. A large portion of the inventory appears to be handmade items from local materials and some scavenged goods. You approach the trader outside. He notices you and nods as you close in. Pick up items to purchase them or drop items to sell them.